Hello, everyone. How are you doing? This is Rodger, Groovis Games Unlimited, and it has been a while, hasn't it? Since at least I was talking to you. I just uploaded a video last week showing you the 60 unique quests that I wrote, crafted for the game. But I wanted to, I wanted to touch base with you guys again and say hello and tell you some awesome news about the game wrapping up finally. And so this is kind of like a battle report and June update rolled into one. So this might be only 12 minutes, but you know me, it'll probably go into two videos. But anyway, thank you for joining me, and I hope that everyone has been having an awesome start to your summer. And case in point, my summer, at least tonight, guys, I have been so diligently and on task working on Dungeon Crusade. A lot of stuff to share with you tonight. I actually said, you know what? I've been working really hard. I'm going to enjoy some play testing slash playing Dungeon Crusade tonight, and that's what I've been doing. And I was on one of my turns here, and I hit the pause button on the game, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this right now. Share a battle report with you because some crazy stuff has happened in this game that I think you'd like to see, and just chat with you and tell you some of the updates that are going on and all that. So let's get on with it. First and foremost, down in the description, I'm giving you links to the Kickstarter update page because some people might not even know that I'm dispatching all this updates, and it's very important for me that you know all the progress that that I'm making on this game to get this wrapped up. So check that out. Then there's a link to the Facebook Dungeon Crusade page, the official page, so you can always stay up to date there. Some chat about the pledge manager. I've had a lot of people ask me about that. So I'll just say that right now. And I encourage people. People are like, well, should I pledge now if I want to get a copy? Guys, relax. You do not have to pledge now. I mean it. What I would like you to do is just keep enjoying learning about the Dungeon Crusade universe. When we submit the files to the game company for the mass production, we are going to announce then the pledge manager will be closing, but you still will have enough time. So please don't worry about that. I think you guys know me by now. No hurry in pledging. Enjoy what you're seeing about the game. Learn about the game. Ask some questions. And, make a comfortable pledge. That's ultimately what, that's important to me and, of course, you. So no worries on the pledge manager. It will be open for some time, and you will have fair warning. So the big news is, so please check out those Kickstarter updates because there's a lot of information in there for you. The big thing is Dungeon Crusade, yes, is finally wrapping up this summer. I just dispatched an update with that. What I have been doing for the last 2.5 months was crafting the 60 unique quests for the game. And I really am proud of these. And I took my time, and I think you're going to be really immersed, at least like even in the stories. They're just, Charlene, the proofreader, we're going over everything now, and she even agrees, like, these are really cool. And they're very unique, I think. Lots of different quests, for the 4 different dungeons. So that's where I have been, is just writing. I mean, I think it's in like the tens of thousands of like text of words that I've typed. So that's done. That was the last big task to do for the game. What's left to do now, so I'm doing some play testing right now. This game is very solid right now. I mean, very solid. And I make little adjustments, I think I'm very OCD about anything I craft in life, especially this game. I'm going to move you because I think that was getting boring looking at the same thing. And I'm trying to be quick. But really the only thing left to do, we're proofreading stuff now. We have some loose ends to tie up, like small stuff. But I'm working on the scenario pages. That's something too. After I talk in the video, you're going to see the first 3 scenario, like the flavor text and the villages your heroes will be defending. I got those done. And then tomorrow night, you'll see the 4th scenario if you tune into the Dungeon Crusade Facebook page. So I'll be having that ready tomorrow. So that has to get done. And then the last thing is the Avalon Adventure cards, or the adventure cards for the Avalon Adventure board game. That's like kind of like the appetizer, if you will. You play that where you journey all around Avalon. Here, not on this map, but a nice game board. and it's all divided, the 50 different territories, and you have to find the randomly scattered 3 runes that will shatter the curse on the dungeon doors, and then you play Dungeon Crusade. But there's 254 pieces of creative writing I wrote for this. So you draw an adventure card, you have to roll a die. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure, or different events will happen in different towns, in dungeons. I think you're really going to enjoy this, and it's a huge experience. And while I'm on topic, let me say too that when I wrote all of the quests, they tie in with the Avalon Adventure board game. So there's a ton of NPCs or villagers and other factions you'll meet in the Avalon Adventure board game, and then they'll be returning for the quests. I tied that together. Those two together have it really, I think, is going to be a really deep experience for you, and it's definitely what I wanted to do for everyone for this game. So that's what I wanted to say. Just know this game is wrapping up this summer. There's just simply nothing left to do besides what I said. And the very last thing is do the revisions on the rule book, put that together, put all the content on the digital templates, and submit that to the game company. We're done. So, the next few months, that's what we're working towards. So I wanted to get that out to you. And so I think I'll go over just a few. I hope you like the time here. I try not to be too long-winded for you, but I do like talking to everyone and telling you what's going on and keeping you in the loop all the time. Some cool revisions that were made to the game, and this is just from me, that I wanted to put in, because I've said this many times. I'd rather be wordy on some of the cards and have you guys know this game, instead of you're trying to play and you got to flip through the manual and say, what did he mean with this? And one of the things was in the blessing cards. This isn't really big, but it meant a lot to me that you guys know. As you know, you can get a blessing. It could be angels, or you could get a despair card. Well, something I thought of when I was playing, and then all these, there's like 4 different colors, background. There's purple, green, orange, and red. And they have these sad sayings I wrote. But the thing is, though, I thought, well, when someone's playing, if they get a despair card, gloom and doubt obscure your thoughts. Okay, well, do I put this in my player area? Do I, what do I do? Of course, it's going to be in the manual. It'll say reshuffle that. But I updated it, and the new version now, same thing, shuffled this card back into the blessing deck. So right there, oh, okay, that sucks. I didn't get a blessing, but I know now I have to shuffle this back in. So it's just like little things like that to make it, a more smoother game experience for you. And that's just another one, like a feeling of desolation consumes you. Again, all of the despair cards now have shuffle this card back into the blessing deck. So I really thought someone might not, you're going to have to look in the rule book, and I don't want to break the immersion if you're playing. It's right there, now you know. A few of the angels got a few tweaks to them, because trust me guys, I'm incredibly OCD about this game and critical on making sure everything is polished and balanced and just plays really nice. However, when you head into that dungeon, anything can happen, and that is a cool thing. This one, if you remember, we saw this card before. This is one of the angels, Angel of Vengeance, and her special ability is a very good one if you get this blessing. Remember the red arrows? In case you don't know, there's channeling. Very simple. It's like exhausting or tapping. In Dungeon Crusade, when you use an ability, like one of the hero's abilities, you channel it. You just go like that. On upkeep, top of the turn, you unchannel it. So channel, unchannel. So the Angel of Vengeance here, I tweaked this card a little bit. On one successful warfare roll where damage is dealt, channel this card and deal 1 additional damage to target monster. And then there's some flavor text I wrote for all of them. My vengeance is with you against any evil you may be facing. So you would basically, when she does that, it channels. Top of the turn, unchannel it. And this, and then there's another one. This one does +1 damage. Other one does +2. And these got to be a little bit OP in the game. So that had a little tweak. And then we're printing out a batch of new cards this week, Friday, and we're implementing them into the prototype. Remember, this is all prototype stuff. Final art but this is all printed in-house and with local printing. So I think you guys know how we roll here with that. But Angel of Healing and Angel of Essence got also a small tweak. But the Blessing deck is done now. That's out of the way. What else can I tell you?